Hi all at FIA, this is student Nick Blackwell, number 150149094. I'm running the 4 by 13 year old, 4 by 13 year old male circuit today. Instead we have our 3 clients, Jamison, Acacia and Connor. They'll be helping out today with this one. Essentially the circuit is comprised of 4 exercises sandwiched between a warm-up and a cool-down. So guys, if we want to get things started, please pick a piece of aerobic equipment and get amongst it. The emphasis on today's session is fun over anything else really. We want to introduce these guys to the fitness environment in a manner they're going to enjoy, so to speak. So just take it easy guys, just pull on through, that's all you need to do. And so to begin this program off, we'll be starting with 5 minutes of aerobic activity followed by dynamic movements and then some agitated movement patterns to finish off before our main set. For the purposes of this video and for our clients involved, we aren't going to do a full 5 minutes of aerobic, although that would be under normal programming. Instead, guys, if you want to get off, we'll move into the next movement pattern. Coming up this way. So these dynamic movement patterns are just to, again, stretch the muscles a little bit further than what you've just done, increase the blood flow and heat the area so we don't injure ourselves when we start the main set. So I'm going to lead you through a couple of quick exercises. Just giving you a quick demonstration. I want you to follow after and just essentially do as I do. We're going to start off with some lunges with a twist. Unweighted, just going to do 5 walking lunges all the way down. Watch your spacing, it is quite a short distance, but we're going to step forward, twist over our leading leg and repeat on the other side. So it's going to look something like this. And then of course 5 back the other way. So if you want to line up over there and start coming on through.
One at a time? Or?
Yes, one at a time please. Perfect. And just walk down the side and repeat one more time. Same again, just down the side. It is quite a confined space, so we're making the best of what we can. Alright, perfect. Once you guys are done, join me back down this way with a little bit of space between everyone. So if you want to just stay right about there, Connor, that'll be great. Jamie, you find yourself in the middle. We're going to start with some upper body. Come forward a bit, Jamie. You're going to need a little bit of space. We're going to start with a little bit of upper body work. We're starting with flighty claps and then onto arm circles. So again, you'll definitely need some space. Flighty claps is just to stretch the chest. We're just moving back and forward. It's a simple movement, just 10. Just try and keep a rhythmic movement and focus on drawing your arms back to stretch out your chest. Nice. Alright, we're moving on to arm circles. There are 4 variations: forward rotation, backward rotation, and 2 rounds of counter rotational. So we're going to start off with forward, onto back, and then move into the counter rotational variants. When you're ready, start 10 repetitions of each. Onto backwards. Alright, counter rotational. Give it a crack, guys.
Nope.
It's alright, there's normally one way that's a little bit stronger than the other. It's a little bit of a brain teaser as far as exercises go. And then the other way. That's it.
I thought that was difficult for me. What?
Nice. And so, moving on to there, we're going to start with a little bit of just jogging in terms of high knees and then side shuffling. So if you want to start up this way, come back into this space, I'll show you what I want. Essentially moving forward with high knees. And so come up this side, you can see the separation of the matting, and down this side. That's all I want from you guys.
Again?
Lovely. Yep, one more time. Perfect. Nice. And so, next I'm going to get you guys facing this direction just for safety, but we're going to do some side shuffling. And so forward this way, take a step forward just to mind yourself on this side, and then back down again, twice through.
And that is the worst bit of Muay Thai.
Nice work, guys. That's the extent of our warm-up today. Hope we're all feeling kind of ready to rock and roll in the main set. Today's set's going to be, or today's session I should say, will be comprised of 4 exercises. Number 1 is going to be a sled pull here. This is going to be operating up and down this direction over here. And so I want you to be sticking to essentially this side of the tiling. What I want you to do is pull the sled towards you, hand over hand. Once the sled reaches you, take the rope with you, turn the sled around and come back this direction. We're going to be having someone on the boxing combos in the corner. I'll show you the combos in just a minute when we start the exercise. Essentially, it's going to be a jab, across, a jab. Very simple. Just repeat that. The only other alteration I would like you to do is a jab, cross, cross. And I'll show you in just a minute what that looks like. The third exercise is sadly one outdoor. I know the weather isn't great today, but for one exercise, it'll be about 30 seconds of work. We'll all be okay. What that is going to look like is essentially a bodyweight squat into a hurdle jump. So essentially I'm going to get you to come down as low as you can, jump over the hurdle, return to that lower position and repeat. Essentially you're going to go through that as many times as you possibly can in about 30 seconds. The last one is plank tag. And so essentially I'm going to set you up with a light medicine ball here. And what you're going to do is, when you're in a planking position, I'll show you in just a second, is push the ball towards that wall where Acacia's standing right there. It's going to come back to you, alternate hands, pushing through. Ideally, you're nice and stable. So, I'll give you a quick demonstration of the exercises involved. The sled pull is going to look something like this. Ooh. So, with our rope down here, we're going to have it fully extended out. And so, sitting in a nice, balanced, but strong squat position. Come through. Should be about 3. Up again. Rotate. And 1, 2, 3. Try and keep it as best you can along that line. You wouldn't mind stepping aside, Acacia? So today we're using a 3 kilo medicine ball, and essentially it looks something like this. Just watch yourself there. In a plank position, either from your knees or on your toes, just pushing it towards, return, push, return, push. We know planking can be the longest minutes of your life, the longest 30 seconds, so we're trying to make that a little bit shorter. So again, we'll just move up to this next corner and look at the last 2 exercises. Trying to give you guys a little bit more space, but essentially just working in this corner, we're going to work through either one of 2 variations. So jab, cross, jab, or jab, cross, cross. And it's just about the motion of the arm. You can pick, you can alternate, you can do whatever. So just be wary of your fist though. The bag is pretty soft, but it's not the softest in the world.
So is this an exercise version of a jab, not like...
Yes, no, we're not essentially going to critique your form on this one. I'm just looking for a straight movement pattern and a rounded movement pattern. With the last exercise, we have our hurdles, starting nice and low, up and over.
There is enough room.
I'm not going to do that.
And so you will repeat that for 30 seconds. You don't have to essentially go what we would call full range of motion, or the slight layman's terms for us to us, but I want you to be hitting about 90 if you can. So you got 4 exercises, split yourselves up evenly, and we'll try and get through this as quickly as we can. Hold up, CJ.
Just grab this one.
Either or. I would branch them together just for a bit of strength.
Yeah.
So, starting in 3,
Oh.
2, 1. That's it, Keisha. Nice neutral spine. Good, CJ. Don't go through that way. The hurdles won't flip over if you do that. That's it. One direction only. Thank you. Keep going, Jamie. We've got 10 seconds left. Nice and low. Get one more round in. 3, 2, 1. Alternate. CJ, you'll go to boxing. In case you'll go to plank tag. Jamie, you will go to the sled pull. Jamison!
Oh, staple. Sorry.
Hold up, Acacia. Not starting yet.
Elbows or hands?
On elbows. But either from your knees or on your toes. Take your pick.
Yep.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Good, Jamison. That's it. Ready? Rotate. There we go. Nice and low. Down. Bit prouder, Jamie. I want you to bit prouder, not so hunched. Nice and proud. Ready? Alternate for you. Yep. And good. 5 seconds. One more round each. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, Acacia, I'll get you moving on to the ladders. Jamie, you're on to plank tag. CJ, lovely. Right, bring it back this way a little bit, CJ. Ready to come forward. There we go. Waiting. Waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and get your bottom a little bit lower, Jamie. Go onto your knees if you have to get a nice neutral spine. That's it, CJ. There we go, good. Nice. Rotate, that's it. You should be engaging your core there. I want you to be in a slightly lower position. That's it. Now, flat spine. That's it. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice.
Fuck, that does take time.
Yeah, we should be on to our final rotation. Ready to rock and roll, guys? Jamie, out to the ladder, Case to the bag. CJ on the plank. You have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower on the bottom there, CJ. That's it. Good, Acacia. Don't go that way, Jamie. That's it. Here we go. We're down to 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that's it, guys. Well done. You've done our main set of circuitry today. Hope we're all feeling good. We're not sore or exhausted from that stage. Great to hear. Okay, can I get you all up this end for the moment? So what we're going to work through for the next little while is essentially what we did with our warm-up. We're going to work through some light aerobic, some dynamic movement, but we will finish with some static stretching. So this will take a similar time and have a similar kind of effect on you. But what we want to do now is go from this elevated state that we've worked in the gym back down to the relaxed state we were prior to entering the gym. So if you want to take your pick of exercise machines, I'll just reset this ski erg. We'll do 5 minutes on there. Feel free to mix and match.
What was the option? On the bike.
You want to on the back?
Yeah.
So we just have everyone finishing up here. The idea is now that we've done our intense work and we're just letting the muscles work their way back down to that neutral state. Perfect. So for the sake of this video, we won't do an entire 5 minute of aerobic activity. Under normal circumstances, we absolutely would. But for the sake of everyone here and you guys watching at home, we're not going to make you do 5 minutes of aerobic activity. If you wouldn't mind stepping off, guys, we'll move on to the next part of it. Alright. A dynamic movement, much the same as it was before. This way. Then we come. Don't hurt yourself there, Jamie. Essentially, we're going through lunges again. We're going to do the fly to claps again. And we're going to do some walking knee tucks this time, just because we had you all in that squatting position quite predominantly throughout today. We'll just give those muscles a little bit of an extra stretch. That'll be followed by some static stretching, where we'll have you all in set positions and just go through a round of stretching. So again, this time we're just doing lunges, no twisting required. Again, 5 each side. Feel free to use 2 lines of traffic. I'll get the sled out of the way. But essentially, either hands over your chest, on your hips, or out in front if you really do need, but I would prefer the former too.
So no twisting.
No, just straight lunges this time. When you're ready, take your spot at the end of the gym. That's it. Nice, and back the other way. One round of that will be plenty. Perfect. So once again, fly to claps, focusing on that stretch behind as opposed to anything in front, but bring it back and relax, back, relax. Good. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, we come up to a new exercise. If you guys just stand there, I'll show you walking through this way, some walking knee tucks. Essentially what's going to happen through, you can either alternate stride or do it every one. I like to alternate. We're going to come up, bring our knee to our chest, as far as we can, hold for a second and move on. And same again, back the other way, so we can get 2 lines of traffic going through here. CJ, if you want to lead off. Alright, that'll be plenty as well. 1 line is enough. CJ, if I can get you to stay right there. Jamison, if I can get you over here by the kettlebells, I'll just clear them for you in a moment. If I can get you here, I'll be up here myself. Kosher, if you can just hold that space there. We're going to go through some static stretching. So things are going to start off essentially at the bottom. You're going to be with calf stretching. Either find a place to support yourself, either a wall, apparatus, a rack. But essentially all I'm going to get you to do is... Pardon? I'm going to get you to stand with 1 foot in front of the other, both knees bent, and we're going to shift the weight onto the back of our foot using anything we can for our balance.
Same foot as arm? Or the opposite?
Either or, it's not fussed. As long as the weight's on your back foot, it does not matter. I'm holding that for 30 seconds. And switching. Alright, so facing me again, we're going to go through a groin stretch. Essentially, we're going to stand with our feet as wide apart as is safe, and then we're going to shift our weight from one leg to the other. So it should look something like this. You should feel it running up the underside of your leg. Try and keep your feet as, I guess, parallel as possible, perpendicular or following your line of vision. That's it, and shift your weight over. Keep those hips square, Jamie.
Is my foot supposed to be flat?
Yep, flat on the ground, both are flat on the ground. And then back the other way. Alright folks, we're going to take a seat on the ground. We're moving on to our hamstrings. And so you can either do this with 2 feet, but I prefer to do one just for the sake of the stretch. One foot tucked against your knee, and we're reaching for our other foot. Either hands on shins or hands on toes, depending on your level of flexibility. So keep your hands down low, Jamie, grip somewhere on your shin. That's it.
What flexibility?
That's it. That's as far as you need to go, mate. We don't want you to hurt yourself. That's it. And all we got to do is hold for 30 seconds. Alright, and switching. Just down to your knee, Jamie. Just touch your knee. That's all you need to do, mate. I want you to kind of reach over as opposed to forward there. Lovely. Alright, from here we're going to move into a quad stretch. So in the same seating position, we're just going to tuck the leg behind us. And put our weight on the back foot. Should feel a stretch up the front of your leg, pretty much straight down the middle. That's it, and switching. Good, and hold. Alright, lovely. Back up on our feet, we're going to do a rear deltoid stretch. So essentially it's crossing our arm across our body and bringing the lower arm to press it against our chest. And switching over. Nice work, guys. We've got one final stretch to do, and it's a chest stretch. Jamie, I would recommend you stand here. CJ, you're going to be up against this apparatus just here. And Acacia, this rack will be fine here for you. Essentially what's going to happen is we're going to have our arm out from our body at 90 degrees, up against the apparatus. We're just going to take a step forward to stretch that. That's it. Holding for 30 seconds. And switch. So CJ, I'd say face me, but step behind the machine. That's it. And that's it. Well done, guys. This concludes our session. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you again.